It's that time of the week again where we get to talk about brand new VR games. We're talking about games that came out this week, games that are coming out next week, and of course some of that VR gaming news. But before we dive into that, I want to thank today's channel sponsor, Contractors Showdown. Dive into the biggest battle royale map in virtual reality, with up to 60 players going head to head to see who can come out on top and victorious as that #1 player. And it feels too damn good if you manage to pull it off. Trust me, I've done it once. As you dive into this experience, you're going to be looting, shooting, grabbing everything you can off of the ground, and of course equipping some dope weapons, attachments, and various other things. Some consumables like grenades that are going to keep you alive in this battle for longer. Of course, you have other things like your perks, tactical gameplay, and the progression system that's going to keep you locked in, grinding away to get some awesome stuff within the game itself. I have barely been able to put this game down. I'm genuinely really enjoying it. Most of you guys will know that from the videos, so a massive thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. If you want to learn more, there is links in the description or the pinned comment to be able to pick this up on your preferred platform. Now, let's dive into the new games that came out this week. New games this week. First up, we have Smalland VR. This is a game you know I've been waiting for. I dived in there to find that the game itself was pretty damn good. It's one of those games that definitely does what it says on the tin. It's a survival game. It's open world. You're going to get in there and you're going to try and survive against terrible things like spiders, creepy crawlies, ants, and various other things. There are a few things that are missing in this game, like quality of life stuff, as in no accessibility features like seated gameplay at the moment. But the developers are aware of this and they're going to address this in a post-launcher update, so keep your eyes peeled for that update if you're looking for those features, as most of us are. Other than that though, the game is pretty damn fun. I would say this is not probably going to be for everyone, so make sure you check this one out if you're interested, but of course you have that 2-hour window on Quest, where if you don't enjoy it, well, you can get a refund, so it's definitely worth trying out if you're on the fence about it. Next up, finally, Madison friggin' released. Oh my goodness, this is a game I know a lot of people have been waiting to play, and it's finally out. It is now out across PSVR 2 and PCVR, although they did have a small delay on it dropping on PCVR. You know, this is what happens unfortunately with some of these platforms. They're a little bit harder to get their release schedules tied in together with each other, but nonetheless it's finally here, and oh my goodness, it looks freaking terrifying. Now a few of you are going to ask, have you played this, Rhys? And the answer is quite simply no. I'm an absolutely so yeah, there's no way I'm being able to jump into this game. I don't do horror in virtual reality, but I've certainly watched a few others play this, and from what I've seen and heard from other people, this seems to be delivering on everything it was promised. A couple of little bugs in there, nothing really to worry about majorly. Other than that, it's apparently like visually stunning and one of the most intense scary games that has existed in the virtual space now. So yeah, if you're looking to absolutely poop your pants over the weekend, then jump into Madison VR. Mannequin makes its way to the App Lab. This is the new fast travel game that has just dropped. I'm actually pretty damn excited. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the playtest where I was supposed to experience this for myself, but I have got a fairly good understanding of what the game is, and honestly, this is a very fun title. If you're looking to get in on your own and get in with a group of people, or get in with a group of friends, this is going to be a good opportunity for you. The whole idea is this cat and mouse sort of world that you're going to be in is this. You're either going to be the aliens who are trying to disguise themselves as the agents, or the agents trying to find the aliens. You only have a certain amount of shots within your gun to try and fire at the aliens, kind of a prop hunt situation. So you really need to use those wisely, or you're going to need to recharge them. And same with the aliens. If you're going to disguise yourself, you only have a certain amount of disguise that you can do before you need to recharge again. There's a ton to this game. There's a lot of nuance once you actually get in there and play it, but it's visually a really pretty game, and it's also mechanically a really fun game to experience and play. Also, as an added bonus, you can get 50% off of this if you use the code down below. This doesn't bring anything to me, but it does help out you guys. There's a 50% off code and a 25% off code depending on what date you're going to be claiming this on. All the information for that is down in the description down below. That's not paid for, that's just purely me trying to help you guys out. You can get a discount on this if you're interested. Next up, Pistol Whip brings another free update. Man, these guys are on fire for the free updates recently. This is Void Slayer, the collection. This is 3 new maps bringing you some entertainment inside of this. There's some really cool things about this as well, in the sense that you get some pretty new things to be pistol whipping with, and also you can rock the hell on while you're in that Void Slayer. Honestly, this is a really dope update. Pistol Whip just continues to deliver on the music packs and keeping this entertaining in the way they do it. And last up on our new games this week, we've got Homeworld New Reaches. This was a bit of a surprise drop. I wasn't expecting this to drop this week, but hey, it did. If you're into sort of your space battles, then I think you're going to enjoy this one. It's It's very much done in a third-person view, so you're looking in from sort of a god view upon the space battle, and you're going to be directing your troops to go do what you need to do. Very Command & Conquer-esque, if you've ever played a game like that. That top-down strategy type thing, but in space with spaceships. So if this is your bag, you're going to enjoy this. I haven't personally tried this yet, but it does look like it looks interesting. Not particularly my type of game for sure, but I know a lot of you guys really enjoy this kind of thing, and there has been other types of VR games that have come out like this in the past that have done incredibly well. So good luck to them, and obviously if you're interested in this, well, now you know it's available, so go and play. VR game news. This has possibly been one of the biggest weeks for virtual reality news. Honestly, it's been pretty mind-blowing from one thing to the next, and I have a feeling that there's more still to come, so keep yourself buckled in. Anyway, we're going to kick this off with the first bit of news that we are getting Batman in virtual reality. Yes, I'm very excited, and I know a few of you are going to be out there going, yeah, but we had a Batman game ages ago. Yeah, that was like an experience. This is a fully fledged Batman VR game, and not only is it the Batman VR game, but it's going back into the Arkham series. So Batman Arkham Shadows is the brand newest addition to the Arkham series of games, and of course it's going to be exclusive to virtual reality. This has caused quite a stir for a lot of people that are flat gamers and not VR gamers, but hey, we're VR gamers, we win in this one. Sorry guys, it's time to pick up a VR headset if you're interested. This is looking very interesting, and I really want to know your thoughts and opinions down below. As they haven't said a lot about who the villain is going to be in this, I'm thinking possibly someone like Ratcatcher, although they're quite an obscure villain. This could be an opportunity for them to use that sort of IP, but let me know in the comments down below. Who do you think the villain's going to be in this? We saw the rats, we saw the gas, we've seen some little tidbits throughout this. There are some Easter eggs, but I really want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Who's the villain going to be, and how good is this game going to be? I mean, this is being developed by the same studio that made Iron Man VR and some other cool titles. They really know what they're doing when it comes to sort of like this type of IP, superhero stuff. It's top tier as a studio for that stuff, so I've got a lot of high hopes, and you know, well-earned high hopes for this game. So fingers crossed this is going to be an absolute freaking banger coming out this year. Cannot wait. Huge Batman fan. Next up we had Alien Rogue Incursion. Yes, that's right guys, we don't just get a Batman game this week, we get a freaking Aliens game announcement as well. So I am very freaking excited for this. Again, they haven't shown us a busting amount. We get like this kind of teaser trailer that's going on. Not very much is known about this game other than the fact that we know that it's going to be aliens, we're going to be in that franchise, and I'm very hopeful that this is going to be done right. Again, I don't really know if this is going to be a banger or not. We need to see the bloody gameplay of these games, but nonetheless, it's still very exciting that we're getting these sort of like AAA IPs coming into virtual reality. It's an exciting time. I really would love to know your thoughts on this one as well. Like, are you excited for this one? Are you worried about this one? Or is this the kind of thing that's just going to absolutely smash it regardless? I mean, they're going to have to really fluff up to make this not a great game. And last up, we have Rival Stars Horse Racing. Not a game I was expecting to come to virtual reality, but nonetheless it has. So if you're into maintaining your horses and riding your horses, then yay, we have this coming your way. I don't know about this one, to be honest with you. I feel like they might have missed the market memo, or done a little market research wrong for who's playing in virtual reality, but nonetheless, man, hey, I could be entirely wrong, and this could be a niche of game that people have just been waiting for. There's not very many other games that you can ride a horse in virtual reality, so it's going to be an interesting one for show. Let me know though if you're hyped about this one. Maybe everyone feels the same way as me, which is a little confusion, but still, it's happening, it's coming our way, and it's exciting news for someone. Coming up next week, Retropolis 2 is finally dropping next week, guys and girls. If you are unaware of what this game is, it's a very story-driven experience that is honestly top freaking tier. It's very noir, and it's got just the greatest story sort of mechanics in the way that it does this, sort of delivering story, giving you good gameplay, giving you some fun mechanics to play around with while you're enjoying the game as well. The first one was absolutely incredible. I highly recommend you try that out, and then this second one is coming very soon, i.e. next week, so make sure you go and check this one out. And last but not least, we have Spectral Scream. This is an escape room slash horror game. Yeah, I know, terrifying. In this game, of course, as I said, you are going to be escaping a bunch of different scenarios, having to solve puzzles, riddles, and various other things, whilst, of course, getting jump scared out your freaking mind and pooping your gosh darn pants. That's right, I said pants, but that's because I misspoke. Anyway, this is coming out exclusively for PCVR, so if you're looking for a good game on PCVR, then hey, maybe this will be the one for you if you're looking to freak the hell out. Honestly, between this and Madison, I'm just out. I'm not interested at all, but I know a ton of people love this type of game where it is the horror vibe to it. Personally, I love me a good escape room, but that horror vibe ain't the flex for me. And that's going to do us for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Honestly, it's been a hell of a week. Having Batman and Aliens in like 1 week announced for us, mind freaking blown. Let me tell you as well, I have a good feeling that within the next couple of weeks we're going to have some other really big titles announced as well, so keep your ears to the ground as we get closer towards sort of like that game part of the year. You know, when we get into the summer, it starts to get really friggin' spicy, and then as we get to the back end of this year, when it gets to the Christmas sales, we're going to have all of these types of games dropping, and it's going to be a massive push for the industry. So I'm very, very excited, and I just simply cannot wait to experience these games for myself. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please do consider smashing like, subscribing if you are new. Massive thank you to Contractors for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check that out. All those things are linked in the description and the pinned comment. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. Goodbye.